So, Kamen Rider Drive. Just got done seeing that new trailer. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people have been making fun of Kamen Rider Drive. And I have to say, it's not unwarranted. It's not. I think the suit is quite ridiculous. And only for one reason. Not because of the mask. The helmet actually looks pretty badass. It has a lot of good actual design work in it. Like, there's really cool details up the sides. The eye color is amazingly just like varied in there. It's actually pretty cool. It actually makes me stop and think how they made it. Like, because it just looks not only polished and clean, but just very intricate and detailed. I like that. The suit itself is perfectly fine, except for one tiny, teeny weeny detail. The tire. That shit is the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. The entire suit. I seriously think nobody would make fun of this if their tire wasn't just wrapped around that motherfucker. Because that's the killer. That's the clincher there. Because the tire is the most ridiculous thing on it. When he changes gears and it gets like this even more ridiculous looking tires, it looks so horrendous. It's bad. I don't like the look. Not because of anything else. It's literally the tire that kills it. Like, if you took the tire off and let the suit be the suit, it looked fine. It would look a little stock, but it looks fine. Like, the tire, I want to know who in the executive office went, he's Kamen Rider Drive, right? Car-based. Let's put a tire on him. But where? Let's put it across his chest. Kids love it. Oh, I got it. Oh my God. And of course he's gonna have like 20,000 gear shifts. Cause like, fuck, like Wizard had 1,000 different spell rings, and of course Forza had like 50 fucking switches. Guy has 13, 14 different forms, because the lock seats are fucking interchangeable anyway, and technically he can mix them. Oh my God. So, it's basically the war of attrition with the Kamen Riders now. It's like, who can pile more shit on top of themselves, you know? I think like the last sensible amount of powers was Kamen Rider W. No, not only Kamen Rider W, but Kamen Rider O's. Because O's had like, presets, and then like you can kind of mix it up, but not too much. He had a good amount. He got a good amount. And, the power level was average. Same with W, and now it's just like, I got Cosmic States. I can use 50 different powers all together, even though like half of them are useless. Same with Wizard. Wizard has like fucking 200 spells. Most of them never get used, or get used once and then thrown away. Um, Shit. And Kamen Rider Gaim, of course, has like all the fruits, which actually, now that I think about it, Kamen Rider Gaim has like considerably less. But I think they're gonna get back into that gimmick with Kamen Rider Drive. And I get it, Kamen Rider Drive is, and they said this, Knight Rider meets Kamen Rider. He's not gonna drive a bike, which, yeah, okay. He's gonna drive that car, and the car has 3 different modes. Ooh. I think it's going to be used as much as the Power Dizer in Kamen Rider Forza. Eee! Gives a shit. On to the positives of this trailer that I can pull away from. Other than the suit and the supporting characters being wacky characters, push that to the side. Those are my negatives. Like, I really don't like the wackadoo characters. And, of course, he's going to have, like, some... Of course, the main character is going to have some quirk about having a bunch of different ties. Who gives a shit? Him and fucking Haruto can go eat donuts and talk about ties, while Gintaro talks about friendship. Um... what was I going to... Oh, yeah, positives. I like that the villains can evolve. I like that. I like the fact that the villains are able to use a power to not only become monsters, or be monsters anyway, but they can also upgrade themselves. They can heal themselves and become different monsters, or an upgraded version of themselves. So you can not only have just a monster of the week, but monster of the weeks. Have a different form for each one. As long as they don't hit formulaic status with it, meaning like he beats their basic form one week, and then the next week they upgrade, and then he beats that, and then we move along to another monster. That might be the formula. But if they don't get stuck in that formulaic motion, maybe things might actually look up for this. Second thing is that I know Kamen Rider W was a detective. He was a private eye, actually. But this actually looks like police work, like filing away evidence, interrogating witnesses, you know, action, forensic shit, you know, Kamen Rider Drive, Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Kamen Rider Drive, you know, shit like that. Like, you know, maybe that would be cool. Seeing a police procedural mixed with Kamen Rider, like, you know, something like solving weird cases. Again, W, but maybe this will be different. Maybe this will be cool. Maybe it'll be like Law and Order, where you get to see weird and new crap. Have red herrings and different misleads to who's actually the victim. Like, even have, like, Law and Order. Like, Law and Order does this. It does, like, you know, the victim is actually the perpetrator and the perpetrator is actually the victim. That kind of shit. Who knows? Maybe it'll do those kind of cool turns that Law and Order has done for so long that it kind of gets predictable. But for Kamen Rider, it might be a fresh breath of fresh air. Who knows? Other than that, again, this trailer is so 50-50 because it's literally 50-50 on that in the trailer. Like, half the trailer is police procedural and monsters that are not fucking around. Other half is terrible Kamen Rider costume plus wacky characters. It's so 50-50. I literally have to save my judgment, my full judgment, till I watch the episodes. Because I don't fucking know how it's going to happen. Even the trailer seems to have a bipolar disorder with, like, the destruction of Japan and parts of China. And then, whoa, we got a wacky super cop character who keeps arresting our main character. Whatever. Anyway, till next time, which will be probably the Kamen Rider Go reviews and the Tokuza reviews. So, let's get on with that.